Hi everyone, it's Healthy Lifestyle. Today we are going to talk about oxidative stress, what that is. And so if you think you are aging fast or if you are interested in anti-aging, this topic may interest you. In fact, it is so important that it is no exaggeration to say that the oxidative stress is at the core of health and it is the cause of aging and the root cause of all diseases. However, there may be many people who still don't know what this is. So let's review it together. To understand why oxidative stress is bad, we need to understand what oxidation reduction reaction is, which happens along with chemical reactions and biochemical reactions. So there are two atoms here in the picture. One is red and one is green. The red one seems very angry. The reason why he's angry is that he's taken away one electron. He was supposed to have it here. So he is looking for somewhere that he can retrieve this one atom he has lost. So he looked at the green atom, which is happy. He's got all the atoms that he is supposed to have. And this one, red one, is almost taking one away. If he gets this atom taken away, the green atom, he'll be also sad and angry, right? To prevent red atom to take one electron from green atom, there comes along blue atom. His name is antioxidant. He says, oh, I'm abundant in electrons. Hey, red atom, you can take one. Here, you can keep it. So this is what oxidation and reduction is. So antioxidants, they are in reduced state, which means they are abundant in electrons. And the red atom is in oxidized state. That means that he's lacking electrons. So the chemicals under oxidized state are usually called reactive oxygen species, reactive nitrogen species, and free radicals. They are under oxidative stress, or they are giving us oxidative stress biochemically to our body. And the normal atom, the redox potential is zero. When I went to medical school about 20 years ago, I was fascinated by oxidative stress because it seemed to me no matter what kind of disease I studied, it seemed that oxidative stress played a very important role in the development of the disease. So it seems to me that if we can manage oxidative stress, we can actually prevent those various diseases, right? And so because of the fascination, I went on researching oxidative stress on my own, and then I found this article. So the title goes Oxidants, Oxidative Stress and the Biology of Aging. This article was so shocking to me at that time because when you think of aging, you think aging is a normal process, right? We are born, we grow, and we grow old, and we get sick, and we die. This is a natural course, natural process. At least I thought before. But this article said that, aging is not a normal process, but it's a pathologic process caused by oxidative stress. So it was so shocking to me. This article was written in 2000 and it's published in Nature. It must be written by scholars with very high credentials, right? So it really hit me hard. There are some theories which explains differential lifespans of different animals. For example, think about a mouse and a cow. Mouse is significantly small and it lives shorter lifespan. The theory explains that the reason why mouse lives shorter is because of the higher oxidative stress he is exposed during lifespan. So to explain this, we need to introduce the concept of body surface area per body weight. Actually, even if it's small, because it's small, the small animals has body surface area, higher body surface area per body weight. This means that mouse needs to produce more body heat so that he can keep it warm because it has wider body surface area per body weight. Because he has to produce more heat, then that means that he has to run more energy metabolism. Actually, this more energy metabolism actually produces more oxidative stress. So this is the explanation by the rate of living hypothesis that the small animals has to produce more heat, so inevitably it's exposed more to the higher oxidative stress, so it has shorter lifespan. To make it easier for you to understand, we can liken the oxidative stress to exhaust gas, which is emitted by a car. The car converts the fuel and the energy conserved in the fuel into kinetic energy by burning it. And by doing so, it inevitably produces the exhaust gas, which is harmful for our health. And the same thing is happening inside our body. Biochemically, we need to burn the food that we eat, and we have to convert the energy into something we can use when we move around, right? So our body inevitably produce something like exhaust gas inside our body. This is purely biochemical stress. Some people, when I say oxidative stress, if they ask me if this is something, related to psychological stress. No, it's not psychological stress. It's a purely biochemical stress. So for us, burning fuel happens in mitochondria inside the cell. There are many mitochondria in one cell. And in the mitochondria, on the inner membrane, it has outer membrane and inner membrane, and the magnification view of the inner membrane is here on the right. Here, this membrane is inner membrane, and in the inner membrane, there are several enzymes, and altogether they are called electron transport system. So we have to transport electrons, and by doing so, we produce oxidative stress. These are reactive oxygen species. You see the dot here, O2 and dot. The dot means that it's free radical. It's lacking one electron. So far, the only characteristics of a diet which is proven to be associated with longevity is calorie restriction. Because of the same reason. If you restrict calorie, you burn less fuel, thus it means that you get exposed to oxidative stress less. So in this figure, one more time, it shows mitochondria, and it shows the difference between the excessive nutrient and adequate nutrient here. So it means that if it goes with excessive nutrients, it will generate more reactive oxygen species, thus more oxidative stress. So it will increase the entropy and it will reduce longevity. However, oxidative stress is not something that is always bad. there are sometimes it's needed for our body to maintain healthy. So when we have right amount of oxidative stress, it actually helps us to maintain homeostasis because it stimulates our body, the cells properly. So it helps normal growth and metabolism. Yeah, of course, when it's high, the when the oxidative stress is high, it's detrimental to our body. It speeds up the aging process and it causes lots of diseases, increases the development of various diseases. And also, when we are lacking the oxidative stress, it's also bad because um, we need some kind of stimulation to maintain our body healthy. So when we are lacking in the oxidative stress, we actually get to experience decreased proliferative response and defective host defenses. This means immune function. So this kind of relationship that, small amount, the right amount can actually do good for us, but larger amount is not helpful, is called hormesis. Hormesis is as a two-phased dose-response relationship to an environmental agent. So low dose of amount have a beneficial effect, but high dose amounts are either inhibitory to function or toxic, which means it's not good, bad. So we can draw a relationship between oxidative stress, represented as ROS here, ROS exposure. ROS is reactive oxygen species. And mortality is representative of health outcome. So as ROS, oxidative stress increases, mortality actually decreases. And the oxidative stress increases on end, and if it passes a certain point, actually it increases the mortality, which means that it becomes harmful. So oxidative stress itself is not something very bad for our body because we need some of it so that we can maintain our health. The reason why it's described as something bad is because we fail to manage the oxidative stress. If we are exposed to too much of the oxidative stress throughout our lives, we will experience high speed of aging, like, faster aging, and increased risks for various diseases. Also, there are various sources of oxidative stress other than the energy metabolism that we inevitably do for us to make living, like to move around and to live. So, for example, air pollution and like UV light is very famous one. Smoking is very bad, and chemicals also bad. And food, for in terms of food and nutrient, some bad junky food are increases the oxidative stress. But here at the back, these fruits and vegetables, these are good things. So don't misunderstand. Okay, and another thing here, it shows cytokine, right? So this signifies the immune reaction. If immune reaction prolongs, then it can actually produce lots of oxidative stress. So it's something bad. Prolonged chronic inflammation is not good. It's something very bad for our health and in terms of the oxidative stress. This is a very famous photo. I think you have probably seen it before. So he was a truck driver and he has more wrinkles on his left side of face, and it was because he was getting more sun exposure while he was driving truck. His case testifies how detrimental the UV light is, so don't forget to put on sunscreens. Today, we studied what oxidative stress is and how it is related to aging process. There's one good news. You can actually control your oxidative stress and age slowly. If you want to know how to do that, then you better stay tuned for the next videos. Thank you for watching.